Hello and welcome to another reading by yours truly, Andromeda Tarot. As always, my name is Andrea. All right, and let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be the Leo reading. And just so you know, I am not sick. I am not tired. I am just not wearing makeup. And I tend to look what people say, sick or tired. I just decided not to wear makeup today. It's not going to be a regular thing. I just wanted to throw it out there, see if it affects my views on TikTok or wherever. But let's go ahead and get into this Leo reading. And this is going to be a general love reading. And the first question I will be asking is, how is the person that's on your mind feeling about you? So think of a person and let's see how that person is feeling about you. We have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So I'm hearing that this person sees you as someone who can bring them a lot of abundance, someone who they can share the fruits of their labor with, someone who is stable, someone who I guess they want to have a stable connection with. How is the person on Leo's mind feeling about my Leos? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So typically upright, the Knight of Pentacles, it is a bit of a slow-moving energy, but it is an energy of wanting to offer stability, wanting to offer happiness, wanting to offer a stable foundation. And it being in reverse, I'm getting that as far as how Leo is feeling about themselves, they may be experiencing some self-consciousness. Let me go ahead and read the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Dragging your wings and being resistant to taking flight can lead to getting stuck in your current situation. You don't need to know all the specifics before you take action, and you aren't expected to do everything perfectly. In this case, you need to get off the ground and take imperfect action. Keep your energy and momentum moving towards your goals, okay? So this is saying that you may be experiencing some sort of, this is supposed to be how the person on Leo's mind is feeling about Leo. Okay, so this means that as far as how this person's feeling about you, Leo, they feel like you may be procrastinating because you're worried about perfection. And this is saying that take a leap of faith regardless of if it's perfect or not. They're not going to judge you for it, is what I'm hearing with that, okay? How is the person on Leo's mind feeling about my Leos? How is the person... This card wants to come out. The Seven of Swords. Some of the cards really speak to me and some of them confuse me. With this card, I'm hearing that they're wanting to put in some type of work regardless of any sort of conflict between the two of you. That it's not going to affect their willingness to put in the work for this connection, but I'm going to go ahead and read this card, the Seven of Swords. At times, possibly right now, you will come across a thought or idea left behind by someone who used to be on the same path as you. This might be an idea that serves your purpose and helps you ascend on your journey, or perhaps you've come across thoughts and beliefs that are not meant for anyone, and that's why they were discarded. It is up to you to evaluate your current circumstances to see if this idea can help you on your flight or if it is a distraction. Don't let thoughts that look sparkly sidetrack you from your path to success. Not every idea is meant for you, okay? So as far as how this person's feeling about you, I'm hearing that they may think that you could be distracted by something else, is what I'm hearing. Let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle here. How is the person on Leo's mind feeling about my Leos? Intuition, heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. Okay, so this person definitely has romantic feelings for you. I always get with this card that when they hear certain songs, it makes them think of you, or vice versa, that you guys may have a strong connection with music, that you both share the same taste in music, that you both are very moved by music. How is the person on Leo's mind feeling about my Leos? Have pain in reverse. All right, apprehensive, afraid, cautious, and so they're coming out of this feeling of some sort of pain that you guys went through in this connection. Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. So definitely, for whatever reason, they are missing you. There might be some sort of disconnection between the two of you. How is the person on Leo's mind feeling about you? Confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. Okay, so they may feel like there's some sort of communication that's needed between the two of you. All right, and now I want to see how you're feeling about this person. All right, how are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? How are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? How are my, oh, got a group of cards that came out. Right, we have the Five of Swords. So this was feeling left out in the cold at some point, perhaps by some sort of a third-party energy. We have the Justice card in reverse, feeling like there was some sort of imbalance in this connection, some sort of unequal give and take. We have the Three of Wands. So although there was some sort of imbalance, some sort of feeling of being left out in the cold, some sort of grief in this connection, you are wanting to, sorry, got cut off. You're wanting to put in the work to find happiness in your life, or to be happier, is what I get with that, okay? And then we have the Hermit in reverse, okay? So what I'm hearing is that you went within to work on yourself. You went within to heal, is what I get with that. And in reverse, I'm getting that you are coming out of that Hermit energy. Let me go ahead and read the Hermit in reverse here. This is Virgo energy. You've been retreating in your tree for a while now. It is time to emerge from the solitude and fly back to real life. Things might be a little different because you have learned a lot during this time and have new beliefs and perceptions. Make sure you fully integrate these new discoveries by making decisions and taking actions, this wiser version of yourself. Do not fall back into old patterns, okay? So just what I was getting. So you, as far as how you're feeling about this connection, Leo, you feel like you are, there was some sort of feeling of being left out in the cold, some sort of imbalance in this connection. You started putting in the work. You started putting in the work to be happier as yourself and be happier in this connection. And now you're coming to a point where you're feeling ready to emerge as a better person with new perspective, someone who's more healed, is what I get with that. And let's get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle as far as how Leo's feeling about the person on their mind. How are my Leos feeling? Confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages. How are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? How are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? Stress, turbulence, tension, arguments. How are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? Finality, farewells, leave behind. What does that say? Closure. This came in reverse. So at one point in time in this connection, you thought that there was going to be some sort of an end, and you feel like it's coming back together is what I get with that. How are my Leos feeling? Only you, devoted, attached, crave. How are my Leos feeling about the person on their mind? Peace, balance, harmony, friendship. So similar energy to what I got in the tarot. There was some sort of confessions coming clean in this connection that brought on a lot of turbulence, tension, arguments, and stress. You thought that this connection was going to be over, but it is enduring. You realize that you are devoted to this connection. You worked on yourself, and now you are coming into a feeling of peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. Okay. And now I want to see how my Leos are feeling about themselves. And I'll be using the Animal Spirit deck for that. How are my Leos feeling about themselves? We have the starfish. So Gemini reading actually had the starfish as well. And like I said in the Gemini reading, I'm hearing that Limp Bizkit album. I forget what it's called. Something like the chocolate covered starfish and hot dog flavored water or something like that. This is water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And what I gathered from the starfish is that that you are focused on your outward appearance is what I get with this. Let me go ahead and read the starfish. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, why am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? When in balance, uplifting, artistic, expressive. When out of balance, gossip feels empty. To bring into balance, positive friends, okay? And so this is saying to focus on not outward appearances, but to focus on some sort of calling that's deep within you. Some sort of creative outlet is what I'm getting with that, okay? And now I want to see how the person on your mind is feeling about themselves. How's the person on Leo's mind feeling about themselves? How's the person on Leo's mind feeling about themselves? How's the person on Leo's mind feeling about themselves? Camel. Okay. Camel energy, they are, I would say, emotionally intelligent, self-aware, cute. That's what I get with the camel. Let's go ahead and read the camel. This is fire energy. So that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being reasonable for one's own actions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. Okay, so it sounds like the person that you're with or the person that is on your mind is very resilient, is what I'm hearing. Willing to, able and willing to put up with a lot of heat and a lot of stress, a lot of whatever is going on with this connection. And it could be part of the reason why you are working on yourself to be a better person, is what I'm hearing, my Leos. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you again soon.